Hey guys, I don't know about you, but I absolutely cannot eat another plate of Thanksgiving food. Absolutely cannot. But I have a fridge full of leftovers that I don't want to waste. So it's time to get creative. So today I'm going to attempt to turn this sweet potato casserole, this leftover sweet potato casserole that's got a pecan brown sugar topping on it, into some sweet potato muffins that I can put in the freezer and we can have for breakfast or snack over the next couple of weeks. Let me show you how I do it. I'm just kind of winging it, but I'm going to try to measure the ingredients so we can have some sort of recipe at the end. So just bear with me. So I'm going to dump in my sweet potatoes, including the topping. My sweet potato casserole was very, very sweet. So I'm just going to start out by adding just a little bit of sugar right now. Then I can taste it and kind of add more if I want to. So for now, I'm just going to start out with half a cup of sugar. I'm also going to put in a couple of tablespoons of maple syrup. I'm going to start out with about 3/4 of a cup of oil. I'm going to start out with 2/3 of a cup of milk. Now you can use water, you can use apple juice, you could use orange juice, you could do any type of liquid you wanted. I'm going to put in about 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I'm going to go ahead and mix this up so I can kind of taste it before I add in my eggs. I think I am going to add a little bit more sugar. I'm going to add in about another half a cup and a little bit more maple syrup. I think that's going to be sweet enough for me, so I'm going to go ahead and add in my eggs. I'm going to put in 4 eggs. All right, so then I'm going to give this a quick mix. In a separate bowl, I'm going to mix up my dry ingredients. I'm going to start out with about 3.5 cups of flour. So I'm going to add in about a half a teaspoon of baking powder, and because mine gets lumpy and whisking it will not get it out, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of mash up my little hard pieces in it. I'm going to do a heaping teaspoon of salt. I'm going to add some cinnamon. If you've been here any amount of time, you know I measure cinnamon with my heart. But I'm going to try to measure it so we'll know. I did 3 teaspoons of cinnamon. You don't have to put that much if you don't want to. And instead of putting nutmeg and cloves and all that, I'm just going to do some pumpkin pie spice. So I did 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. Yes, I know cinnamon is in pumpkin pie spice. I like a lot of cinnamon. Now I'm just going to whisk this up. Back over here at our stand mixer, I'm going to add in my flour slowly. So now at the end, you want to give it one more taste once your flour's all incorporated to see how your sweetness level is and your spice level. I'm going to go back in with some more maple syrup. I'm going to go back in with a little bit more cinnamon, and I think I'm going to add in some more pecans. Even though my sweet potatoes had some pecan topping on top, this is such a huge batch, I'm going to add a few more pecans. You could add chocolate chips, you could add raisins, you could add craisins, you could add coconut, you could add all kinds of stuff. If you had mashed up bananas, you know, that were fixing to go bad, you could put it in here. The amount of sugar and spice that you add to yours is all going to depend on how your sweet potatoes are when you start out. If you're just starting out with plain sweet potatoes, you're going to have to go back in and add quite a bit of brown sugar and regular sugar. I would say in addition to your regular sugar, your cup of regular sugar, you'd probably have to do about a cup and a half of brown sugar on top of that if you're starting out with plain sweet potatoes. I just gave mine one last taste. Oh, perfection. I'm gonna do mine in muffins. So I have my muffin pan and I'm using liners just to make life easier. And I've sprayed my liners just a little bit with cooking spray. You could totally make this into bread loaves, mini loaves, whatever you want to do. This is pan number 1. I still have all of this left. We're going to have lots of goodies in the freezer. I'm going to put these in a 350 degree oven and let them cook. Not sure how long they'll cook, but I'll tell you when I check back. Hey guys. Okay, my sweet potato muffins are out of the oven. Y'all see those? They made, I still have the rest of them in the oven. It made 24 muffins and 8 mini loaves. So it made a lot. My freezer will be stacked. So I'm going to go ahead and try one. And I did make up some icing, so I'm going to try it plain first. So let's see. Oh, and these cooked, my muffins cooked 25 minutes. Oh man, can y'all see that? Let me take it off cinematic so it'll focus. Y'all see that? Okay. Let's try it. That is so good. It's moist. Oh man. Everything is just a subtle flavor. It's not too sweet. It's not too cinnamony. It's not too, doesn't have too much pecans in it. It really tastes like pumpkin, a pumpkin muffin is what it tastes like. This is so good. So I made up a little icing. This is powdered sugar, milk, and some cinnamon. So I'm going to put that on here and then I'm going to try it with that. Oops. So I just put a little bit of that icing on there. So now let's try it. The icing is good, but I like it better without it. I don't think you need the icing. Y'all, I'm really tickled with how that turned out. I took that little sad leftover pan of sweet potato casserole from Thanksgiving, and I have made a whole nother spread of 24 muffins and 8 mini loaves that can go in my freezer. I can pull them out over the holidays if I've got people coming over. Pull it out for Christmas. We can pull it out for breakfast, whatever we want to do. So that was a great, and all the rest of the ingredients I had on hand. I didn't have to go buy anything special. So this was a huge success. So I'll try to get the recipe typed out for you guys and get that posted for you. It'll be in the comments. So thank y'all for tuning in. Let me know if you try this. Bye.